Previously, on Runway DFW. Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW, in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Worker.
It's a windy morning here at DFW International Airport. Good morning to you. It's 6:17 and my name is Walt. We're here to look at airplanes and stuff. So hang out with us for a couple hours as we bring you live action from the world's second busiest airport. Hello there. It's Wednesday, May 18th. It's just after 6:15 or whatever the time it is. We've got a cloudy day and a windy day. The winds, I think last time I looked, is about like 15 miles an hour, and it seems pretty steady right now. So good morning to all of you. And let's see what's going on here. We're usually not here on Wednesday. Usually we're here on Thursdays or Fridays, and my schedule this week made it so that I could join you on a Wednesday. So we'll see what happens on a Wednesday, shall we? From what I'm looking at right now, nothing is happening on a Wednesday. If we had been on the air about 45 minutes earlier, we would have seen a couple of UPS MD-11s arrive at their cargo facility just to the south of us. Take a look at those guys now. There are now 3 UPS tri-jets over there. There's one of them. That's one that just came in. And there's the little statue area here. We moved our location just a little bit today. And then there are the other two UPS tri-jets in line there. So, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the radar. I don't see anything that's within spitting distance. Looks like the first arrival we're going to see is going to be American Eagle Flight 3706, Embraer 145, coming in from Stillwater, Oklahoma. That's still 6 minutes away. So maybe Wednesday, not the greatest day to hang out here. But we'll find out. I think things will speed up as we approach the 9 o'clock hour, which is our target for signing off because of other obligations. We are coming to you, as always, from DFW Founders Plaza, which is the official plane spotting site here at DFW Airport. The airport provides this area. There's a nice parking area. There's picnic benches. There's no restroom. Just in case you're listening, DFW Airport, I think they know that. Maybe they don't want people to hang out here all day long. But anyway, we're on the brink of sunrise here. In fact, we may have already had sunrise, but because it's so cloudy, you can see the meteorological conditions here. That's the general direction from which the sun would rise, right over there. And you can see the glow in the morning sky. Wendy's wishing us a good afternoon from your location, so you must be, I believe you're over in Europe, yes? Not here. It's just after daybreak. Somil, good morning to you, Somil. We got an invitation from Spotting TV. And to join them in Frankfurt, I believe is it next month, for a big to-do of plane spotters, and I was honored to receive an invitation from them. Unfortunately, my schedule and budget will not allow me to attend, but maybe I can make plans for a future event. That would be fun. It sounds like just a blast, so... And Adam says, thank you for today's broadcast. You're welcome. We'll see how it goes, right? 1362. MJ Scanlon Photography. Oh, he's got that's a new icon, isn't it, there for you, MJ Scanlon Photography? A Mets logo. Good morning, Walt. Sounds breezy in Dallas Grapevine this morning. Yes, I feel like I have to shout to get my message across. But, and I've been a Mets fan in my life. I grew up in Brooklyn when there was still... The Dodgers were still in Brooklyn when I was just a lad. And I did get to see Ebbets Field, the home of the Dodgers in Brooklyn once. We're talking baseball for you international viewers. But yeah, I got to see the Mets at their original home at what's it called? The Polo Grounds, yes. Got to see a few games there. So baseball talk for you here on Runway DFW. There's the skyline of Dallas there in the background with the East Tower of DFW Airport. We have American Flight 962 coming in from Sao Paulo, Brazil after an almost 10-hour flight. That's going to be a Dreamliner, and we'll be seeing that aircraft coming on in looks like about 10 minutes from now. So we await some action. We're still waiting for the flight from Stillwater, Oklahoma, which that says it's 34 minutes away. I was totally wrong about the imminent arrival of that aircraft. As MJ Scanlon commented on, and as I'm sure you can hear, it's very windy this morning. And it's doesn't seem as gusty as it is a steady breeze. The last I checked, it was 14 miles an hour, but it seems faster than that. I'm looking at the radar now, and I'm seeing a DHL 767 arriving in 3 minutes. So maybe that will be our first big aircraft of the day. Here you see a very large American. You can see how large the flag is in contrast to the radar tower that's next to it, and yeah, it is not a limp flag this morning. And Wendy, I forgot you were in Holland, but yes, you love baseball. We don't get to see many games there. I bet on the internet, if you were really keen on it, you could get to see plenty of games. I know my son, who is a big hockey fan, lives in South Korea, and he's signed up for the NHL Network streaming service, and so he can see all the games in color and in high definition over where he is. MJ Scanlon is saying, I was born in Queens, Walt. My mom is from Brooklyn, near Kings Highway. Yeah, I'm familiar with all that. I grew up along Myrtle Avenue, where they, in my childhood, they had an elevated train called the L, and that was a part of my childhood. They tore it down after, they tore the L down after I vacated the premises. Wow. Here we go. So after, 15 minutes or so on the air, I think we're finally going to start to see some planes taking off. And surprise, it's not an American Airlines flight. This is Delta, of course. Delta Flight 1325, it's off to Los Angeles, an A320.
Tower number 1325, can we go to the end?
And that's coming to the starting line as we get ready to watch the DHL flight coming in. So it's Feast or Famine here for you on this Wednesday edition of Runway DFW. This aircraft wasting no time in getting to the starting line here. It's going to be somewhat interesting seeing the planes come in this morning because of the southerly breeze that they'll be encountering. And here comes the DHL flight, so let's take a look at that, see how it's doing.
There's a coyote between 1A right and 1A left. Grass off to the right. That's closer to the other runway, but yeah, he's just out there wandering around the coach like.
What you're looking at there, a vintage 767. That dates back to 1984. It's a 37-year-old aircraft.
25, already have land clear, so I got 1A left. American 962 heavy, visual 18 left.
Theoretically, that plane could be older than the folks in the cockpit. Here goes that Delta flight. Sorry for that swish pan there. We'd like to bring you as much action as we can.
We're parking 59.
Red and yellow livery definitely standing out on this gray morning. To be honest with you, I'm getting buffeted by this wind. Well, as promised, we're about to see this aircraft make a right turn, I think. But we'll be shifting momentarily to the skies for some Dreamliner action. And this is going to be American Airlines Flight 962 coming in from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oh, and there's the sun, just peeking out from the horizon. this aircraft will make a left turn over to the terminal area, Terminal D to be specific, the International Arrivals Terminal here at the big airport. MJ Scanlon checking in with some choppiness on the stream. You know, I tested, and Dennis Zaki saying a lot choppy.
American 2272, +13, right?
And that is one of the things of which I have no control, unfortunately. I tested the connection prior to starting, as I always do, and it the first time I tried it, it was pretty bad, and the second couple of times, it was much better. And so we may have some ins and outs as we go through the morning here, unfortunately. We'll do our best to deliver you a quality signal. I've got another piece of equipment coming in later today, which may help with that. I don't know. I'm going to try it. But I didn't have it in for today's broadcast. So there you have a Texas sunrise. And if I hold the camera still, it won't look choppy, right? MJ Scanlon, always filled with good information, lets us know that DHL 767 was originally delivered to All Nippon Airways many years ago. So it was converted into cargo use at some point. Once again, we're in a lull here, a lull in the action, as I'm seeing now the operations team has got their flashing lights over here on the west side of DFW. So they may be doing a runway inspection, which may account for the quietness. I'm not seeing much action over on the east side of the airport either, so this is an equal opportunity lull, I think. The sun coming up from the east is now peeking behind the clouds again. I kind of like these mornings because this spotting location is situated on the west side of the airport, so therefore once the sun comes up, we're looking directly into it when clouds do not obscure it, which gives us a lot of opportunity to see silhouettes of aircraft. So at least on a cloud day like this, when there are aircraft to be seen, we will be able to give you a little better view. I'm going to swing all the way around here to 180 here at DFW Founders Plaza, and we'll give you some indication of the windiness from where we are. There you see the parking lot of this facility. There's the beacon, which is still on this morning. It usually switches off by this time. But what I was going to show you is the flags. And you can see what we're up against as far as the velocity goes. From left to right, the flags of 4th, Dallas, Texas, and the USA. We don't always get to... I've shifted positions a little bit so we get to see the front of this. I'll show you the monument here at Founder Plaza, which of course is dedicated to the... Made this all happen here. So there it is, Founders Plaza. In lieu of active aircraft. And here's some cargo activity. You can tell I'm vamping here. I have some new vamping music, actually. Goes on and on. Yeehaw! I think that they play if you're answering a question on Hoedown Jeopardy. I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that DFW Airport remains the second busiest airport in the world. But never know it from this broadcast. At least not yet. We do have a couple planes coming in now. It looks like they're going to be east side arrivals. So let's see if we can at least show you some of that. This first flight's coming in from Longview in Texas. It's just a just a little more than a half hour in the sky. It's an American Eagle 3983 and Embraer 145. And again, it's coming in on the east side of the airport, so we'll follow it along until it disappears from our view. And that's that. Our next contestant is American Eagle Flight 3510, an Embraer 175 arriving from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I saw it momentarily. It's literally a dot in the sky from where we are, because again, these flights we're showing you currently are coming in over on the east side of DFW. This is one of those planes I can see with my eyes, but I can't yet pick up on the viewfinder. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotcha. because of the wind today, I preemptively staked down my tripod with camping, this kind of stakes you'd use when you would fasten your camping tent to the ground. Because wind like this, I have had my tripod. I did once have my tripod topple over with my camera on it. That was a moment of panic. So we're all staked down here. Did I even mention what this is? This is American Airlines Flight 1098 coming in from Kansas City in Missouri. So there you go. We're moments away now. It looks like we're going to be resuming action here on runways 18 right and 18 left, which is over on our side of the airport. I see what looks to be an Alaska Airlines. This is Alaska 287, 737 MAX 9. And this one's going out to Seattle. But it's had a long taxi from the east side of the airport, from the southeast side of the airport. Where Terminal E is located, where all of non-American Airlines domestic flights come and go. And as we watch just moments away, we're going to see a UPS A300 coming in from Houston Continental Airport.
Runway 18 left, Lot 287. This aircraft is brand new. It was delivered in March of this year, so you don't see too many aircraft that are that sparkly. Happy park clear for takeoff 18 left from that.
yank our tripod around here to see the arrival of this 300 from UPS on Runway DFW. Well, the pace is picking up now. We've got a parade of regional aircraft coming in. First, which is going to be American Eagle Flight 3188 from San Angelo, Texas. CRD 701ER is the aircraft. Following will be American Eagle Flight 5877 from Lubbock, Texas. CRJ 900ER. Average time it is between the time the main landing gear touchdown and the nose touches down. Seems to be a little bit of delay on that one, but maybe it depends on the type of craft you're flying. Here comes that A300 that we saw land a moment ago from Houston Intercontinental Airport. Coming on in over here to the UPS cargo facility, which is mainly populated by MD-11s right now. Is that a 757 back there, I think? I can't tell. Comes that flight from Lubbock we talked about. Lubbock, Texas. This is American Airlines Flight 9778, 737-800 off to Kansas City. So we saw a Kansas City arrival earlier. Here we see one on its way back.
American 160, right?
And as I said, things are picking up here. From Stillwater, Oklahoma, it's American Eagle Flight 3706 and Embraer 145. And next up we have American Flight 116. This is a big bird, a 777 coming in from Maui. And why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Kind of hiding behind that canopy there. Well, unfortunately, our choppiness continues at the 7 o'clock hour. Let me see what my signal options are here. I have two different ways to connect to the internet. Unfortunately, they're both on the same network. Ooh. I'm doing a speed check right now on my other connection. And the speed looks okay as far as the connection speed, but it looks like it's very inconsistent. Let me do one more check. check on my current speedometer here. I apologize for the interruption. Bear with us, everyone. Yeah, we just don't have a very good quality signal. The speeds seem to be okay. The speed seems to be okay, but the inconsistency is with us. And I don't know, it's possible that we're parked about 30 or 40 feet away from where we normally operate, or we have been operating recently. And it could just be that we're in a bad position. Unfortunately, we're all staked down here, so I can't just lift this up and move a few feet and see if it works better. So I'm going to continue with the broadcast, and we'll hope that it gets better, but I can't promise that it will be, unfortunately. This, if you can see it, is American Flight 2266, an A321 coming in from San Antonio, Texas, on a windy and choppy morning here at Runway DFW. I had been heartened a bit that our last couple of streams from here seemed to go pretty much okay. We had our moments as far as streaming quality went, but yeah, we're definitely not getting a good stream going for you guys today. Well, I'm going to switch out our connection and see if that does any good. You may lose our signal momentarily, but we'll be right back, and we'll reevaluate when we get to the other side. So hang on for a second. Okay, I think we're back now. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're kind of there, and we're not kind of there. I don't know that this is going to work out, my friends. I'm seeing a solid signal, and then it just keeps dropping out. And that is not good for action TV, is it? Well, let's just reconnect with you. This is Runway DFW, live and in color from DFW International Airport in Texas, the second busiest airport in the world. My name is Walt, and we're trying to bring you a quality broadcast this morning, but the overlords of the internet are not cooperating this morning. We're here with you on Wednesday, May 18th, 2022, if you're watching us by recording. It's been an unusual morning here. It's just starting to perk up now as far as activity goes. And so we'll press on, we'll see how we do. Let us know in the comments how you are seeing us. Got a couple of American Airlines flights headed out. One is American Flight 1579. I think the first one, or the one on the left there. That I don't have a destination for. And the one behind it is another A321. It's American Flight 524 to Los Angeles. So there's Flight 1579 to, I don't have the American Airlines pocket schedule in front of me, so I don't know where it's going, but it's going. And we have some sort of a signal going out to you right now. I hope you can see us. Here comes American Airlines Flight 1168 from Amarillo, Texas. Here is the Los Angeles flight. Michelle RS joins us. Good morning to you. We've been having some connection issues here, Michelle, so let us know what you're seeing.
Are now flying, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 524.
Once again, it's a cloudy and a very breezy day here at DFW. The wind coming in from the south. The temperature 73 degrees right now. As the activity picks up in our second hour of broadcasting. So the American Eagle flight you saw coming in was from Columbia, Missouri, I think. Flight 3177, American Eagle. We have on the flight line American Airlines flight 1576. There you have it. It's a 737-800. And this one's on the way to question mark. We're going to be seeing another American Eagle regional flight coming in at the same time here. You'll be entering your view shortly. We have nothing on the takeoff line right now. We do, however, have a bunch of flights inbound. The first of which is going to be coming in from Brownsville, Texas. It's American Eagle Flight 3135. That's going to be a CRJ 700. Signal appears to have solidified. I was getting ready to tear everything down, or maybe just go into recording mode. So I don't know what to tell you. This is going to be the parade of Texas regional arrivals. This next one is American Eagle Flight 3042, CRJ 701, coming in from Harlingen, which is in South Texas. In the air for an hour and 11 minutes. And following that is going to be American Eagle Flight 5757 from Midland, Texas. So Emil is checking in with to let us know that the camera is buffering and lagging. Well, I've tried both of our connections, neither of which seems to be functioning well right now. And I do apologize for that. As I said earlier, I do have another internet connection device which is coming in the mail today, and we'll be doing some experimenting with that.
2872 on M1, runway 18 left, set takeoff.
Russell's saying it's almost unwatchable, which I don't like to hear, of course, and it is not my intention to create a product that is unwatchable for you guys either. The problem this morning is sometimes we have these occasional hits to the signal, which happens almost to every stream I see at some point or another. There'll be little hits and some lagginess, but this morning it seems very consistently not great. If you can see it, this will be American 1590 coming in from Albuquerque, New Mexico. 737-800. wish somebody would just throw me an internet cable with a gigabit connection to the internet. That would solve most of our problems, I think. That there is American Airlines Flight 431, an A321 aircraft off to Phoenix, Arizona. Michelle, you're right about another windy day. Not currently hot. I think later on it's going to be another 90-degree day, but right now it's 74, and with the wind chill it feels like about 65. The official temperature here is 73. The wind coming out of the southeast at 18 miles an hour. And yeah, the wind has intensified since we got here. It's an overcast morning. Got a little Grand Caravan headed out there. It's a Martinair aircraft headed to Abilene, Texas, lugging some cargo. Wow, that thing could have taken off on my driveway. There's the sky for you, the sun peeking out from behind it. Had a very nice sunrise this morning. Dwayne is checking in to say it's almost like stop action to watch today's broadcast, and it's almost like where we were last time seemed to be working fine. And yeah, it was. It's so unpredictable here, and I have talked to my cellular provider about it, and they did tell me that they are aware of capacity issues at in this general vicinity here at the airport, and that they are working on it, but it could be a couple of months before those capacity issues are resolved. So I guess the bottom line is that the resolution, well, what we have available to give you now is going to be based upon how much demand there is on the towers. Now my thinking is that it should be better in the mornings than it is in the afternoons when it's a little busier, but I don't know. We're competing with traffic on the highways for people using internet in their cars, and so it's a frustrating situation. We have the equipment we need to bring you the broadcast, but the variable is always our connection. This is Frontier Flight 9507. Sunny the collared lizard is on a tail. He's on the tail. That was American Airlines Flight 2017, coming to us from Colorado Springs. Now back to the Frontier flight. Hello, Waters. Good afternoon to you over there in the UK. George Ragsdale, good morning to you. Happy to see everybody here. Kind of a slim crowd today because of our signal problems. As the sun makes an appearance. It's entirely possible we'll be cutting our broadcast short this morning because of bad signal. Dwayne C. says we are hanging on in there. We're hanging in there. Life can be a challenge. And it is a challenge sometimes. It's a little frustrating because, you know, we're here in good faith to bring you some good quality airport action. We've got a top-notch camera and a top-of-the-line computer to process everything. Two different ways to send our signal flying through the air. And sometimes it just doesn't work. This Delta Flight 1662 and an A319, and this little guy is headed to Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Spirit aircraft behind it is on its way to Las Vegas. That's an A320. Well, how are we doing? Is it looking any better? Are we even on the air? Well, we lost our connection entirely there. I don't know if you're still with us. But we lost our connection to our server entirely. And it seems that we're on the air now. This is just one of those days, folks. Fortunately, it happened at a time when nothing was happening. Although we are about to be welcoming a UPS flight coming in from Tulsa. This will be a 757. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's a 31-year-old bird dating back to September of 1990. Here for you on a problem-plagued edition of Runway DFW. And again, that's coming in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. After a brief journey. Now on final approach from Little Rock, Arkansas, our Texas neighbor to the east. It's going to be American Eagle Flight 3794 in Embraer 175. Next up, we've got a couple of arrivals from the state capital of Texas, Austin. First of which is going to be American Airlines Flight 1595, 737-800. And following that is going to be a 767 of the UPS variety coming in from Austin as well. Dwayne C says, "We are here." And thank you for hanging in there with us, Dwayne, and the others here on the stream. I guess when the stream goes down, you guys can always chat amongst yourselves. This is coming in as a really big gust of wind just picked up. There you see Japan Airlines flight 6713 is getting pushed back. It's going to be on its way to Narita Airport in Tokyo not too long from now. We'll try to hang out for that. Here comes the UPS 757 that just landed from Austin. It's a 31-year-old bird dating back to 1990. We've seen a few 20th century aircraft coming in this morning. And at this time, we'll check out the 767 UPS coming in from Austin. On Runway DFW, as we say good morning to you, Raina Taylor, sorry. One of our big cheerleaders here on Runway DFW, thank you. And Bill Caldham is also with us. Hello to you guys. You missed some of our streaming difficulties earlier. Hopefully the signal's coming in a little stronger now. United Airlines Flight 2371. And it's already rolling on its way to San Francisco. My son was on that same flight a week ago. Tuesday. on his way back from here to Seoul, where he lives and works. And look what we have coming in the foreground here. UPS flight 2751. And I dare say when I check this out, it's going to be another 20th century manufactured aircraft. The venerable MD-11. And I'm going to say it's going to Louisville. Yes, it is. This aircraft dates back to 1992. Not as old as some of the aircraft we've seen today. There's that iconic tail-mounted engine, number 2. Which aesthetically not the most pleasing design I've ever seen. It's certainly iconic. It's certainly nice to see these aircraft still flying around. Now the question is whether this will be headed over to the east side for takeoff or here on the west side. I've seen both. It looks like it's maneuvering for a west side takeoff. Continue UPS hour here at DFW Airport. That's the 767 that's just come in from Austin. Either it's going to turn or we're going to get run over. Well, it's going to turn. And that is the smell of jet fuel that we are smelling right now. The wind is blowing right at us. And here go a couple of American Airlines jets, both making their way from the American hangar here on the west side, off to their next assignments.
We're 3687, what's the official 18, right?
You're doing a little ballet there. Caldum says it amazes me how steep those MD-11s climb out. I agree with that. That's just the way they go. Oh, now we've got a third. This is like a parade. I've never seen three. Where are they? There they are. Never seen three at the same time go out. Taking advantage of a slight lull. We do have an American Eagle flight coming in on runway 18 right. So they've got to scoot across pretty fast here. I've seen one plane and sometimes two come out of the hangar area at the same time, but I have yet. This is the first time I've seen three. Before we went on the air, we had a Qatar cargo plane come in. It is now on the radar to take off. It's going to be headed to Liège over in Europe. And what you're looking at, of course, there now is Japan Airlines flight 6713. And it's going to be making the long trans-Pacific journey to Narita Airport in Tokyo. Well, there goes the Dreamliner. You're hearing some beeps there. That's coming from our scanner, which is in need of a battery replacement for the air traffic control chatter. So what I'm going to do is have a little intermission here, play some funky music, and I'll be right back with you on Runway DFW.
Like what you see? Buy us a cup of coffee, or help.
That, of course, was an A300 coming from West Palm Beach, bearing cargo under the UPS brand. Got a couple of international arrivals coming now, first of which is going to be American Airlines 1066 from Mexico City, and that's going to be followed up by Japan Airlines Flight 8012 from Narita Airport in Tokyo. And there's the Mexico City flight. Here comes the Qatar cargo aircraft. In the foreground with the UPS A300 behind it. And if that's not enough, ladies and gentlemen, we have Japan Airlines Flight 8012 coming in from Narita as we spin around to welcome this Dreamliner to DFW Airport. This is a pretty new 777, just 3 years old. As it gets ready to take off, we're going to be seeing Delta Flight 2444 going out to Salt Lake City.
American 809 approaching Daddy 18 right. Well, 18 right, American 809.
You may hear the engines of the A300 now. CPS A300 coming in from Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. And that's going to park in the spot we often see a UPS 747. Back to the flight to Liege. He's going to make a big right turn here and take off from the short position on runway 18 left. And we're back down to Laura saying the camera's a little bit jerky and fuzzy, and yes, I am aware of our problems this morning. I'm recording this local that I may put a compilation up a little later. Which is a better representation of what we do here. So Sun Country debt. Sun Country's going to Cancun, Mexico. That's flight 503. But before that, there's an American Eagle flight off to Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is just to the south of it. And so to all of you who are bearing with our broadcast this morning, we apologize, but the internet is not cooperating with us at this time. If you are a subscriber to our channel, you can interact with the other subscribers. Which is sometimes more fun than the broadcast itself, I have to say. Well, we've got Sun Country going out. We've got, we're going to have our morning flight from Seoul coming in on Korean Air. We've got coming in 22nd Street, Salao in Mexico. Yeah, we'll watch some country. Dawn sky. Headed south of the border to Cancun. As the wind really picks up now. I was beginning to wonder if that would ever take off, lift off the runway. The big Qatar cargo flight was used a lot less runway, it seems. Another Frontier flight. This is the morning flight to Midway Airport in Chicago, a recently established route for Frontier.
1370 version.
They are operating it with an Airbus A320, dating back 11 years. Oh, and what's that on the tail? It's a Griswold, the grizzly bear. See if we can get in on Griswold. There he is. And that shakiness is not me, that is the tripod, which is staked to the ground. But the wind is just having that effect on us. Well, we're going to turn our attention away from that aircraft to a Dreamliner coming in from Seoul. But we're down to one solitary bar, and not good. So I think with that we're going to shut it down because it's just not working this morning. We are not having good luck.
Behind company visual once you're looking.
Well, we're going to use that music to sign off today. Listen, we tried our best, and we had some good content, but a lot of it just couldn't be seen because things weren't working internet-wise today. So I want to thank all of you for watching us, for trying to watch us. If you can watch us, we'll be back soon, and we've got some new equipment on the way. Hopefully, a better, giving some better signal quality. So with that, I will say to you, happy contrails to you until we meet again. Runway DFW.